NBA Journey, Dominating the Court as Interior Overlord, Episode 21, Pause Back. The Pelicans' Twin Towers have met teams that dare to go head-to-head with them on the inside. In the past, teams always tried to avoid direct collisions with them. But today is different. Tao is not weaker than the downwind, whether it is on Cousins or Davis. In the rest of the first quarter, Anthony Davis and Cousins enjoyed the sourness of being blasted inside for the first time. The two did not grab an offensive rebound in the first quarter, but lost 5 or 6 defensive rebounds. The two tried to clip Tao to grab the offensive rebound, but each time they would be savagely rushed away by Tao with strength. And when they protect defensive rebounds, both try to jam Tao alone, and the other to protect backcourt rebounds. But one person often can't get stuck, Tao, or pick melons from their heads, or judge the direction of the rebound, direct straight impact to rush. The worst time was that Cousins obviously held the rebound, but the basketball was taken away from his arms by Tao. The camera captured the moment Tao grabbed the rebound from Cousins' arms and the basketball deformation. Cousins watched as the ball was snatched away by Tao. Tao's power is simply speechless, and he snatched the ball from Cousins. Cousins, 911? There was a robbery here, what? He snatched my ball. Pity Cousins for a second. Cousins should have cried out in a wow. Cousins, give me the ball, I'm going home. In the previous Pelicans games, the general loss was not strong from the outside. Their twin towers are very good, of course, only the Pelicans' twin towers are so bullied. But today the two of them were bullied by Tao. Strength, speed. Tao told the Pelicans' twin towers what is the inner monster. In the first quarter, because of Tao's huge pressing effect on the inside, the King also took the lead. At 35-21, the Kings led by 14 points on the road. The score gap is actually not too big, but look at the rebounding gap. Heck, the Pelicans lost 10 rebounds in a single quarter, which is hard to imagine in the past. Holding the technical statistics, Director Jean continued, the Kings' rebounding victory is mainly due to Tao, who alone grabbed 11 rebounds in a single quarter. 11 rebounds in a single quarter was a new career record for Tao, and while scoring 11 rebounds, Tao also scored 14 points and 3 blocks. Compared with Tao, Cousins and Davis combined for 10 points and 7 rebounds. In this battle for the inner line, Tao perfectly explained who is the real emperor of the inner line. It's not that Tao's strength can completely suppress the Pelicans' twin towers, but the Pelicans' twin towers are completely unfamiliar with Tao's playing style and characteristics. Plus the two of them are an average today, and Tao's state is very good, which forms such a terrifying suppression data. And in terms of the current NBA status, the Twin Towers are not worried about big contracts, and Tao, he is still a player with no guaranteed contract. He needs to fight every game, to play for life, so that he can get a foothold in the NBA. In terms of motivation, it is completely different, and the snatching of the board and the internal line fight often relies on these intercessional breaks. DeMarcus, you rest well first, let AD fight first, and you should think about how to deal with that rookie. Gentry decided to stagger the playing time of the Twin Towers first. He said this to Cousins, which also shows his dissatisfaction with the Pelicans' interior line. In the face of a powerful interior like Tao, if you don't concentrate on playing with all your strength, then this game will be at an absolute disadvantage. After Cousins was robbed by Tao, the whole person was a little confused. After replacing Cousins, Gentry sent Asik again. Asik, 2.13 tall and 116 kilograms in weight, is a traditional center forward and a meat shield type figure. Compared with Asik, Tao has more outstanding athleticism plus shooting ability, so Gentry does not expect Asik to last long, but hopes to use the time that Asik is playing to calm Cousins. The interbreak ended and the game resumed. The Pelicans are Davis plus Holiday with a backup, and the Kings are the sixth man of Tao plus Bogdanovich plus Hield. Episode 22. The first attack was the Pelicans. Davis holds the ball at the top of the arc, and now Davis does not dare to underestimate Tao. He pulls Tao out as much as possible to follow him, and then let Holiday break away from Tao's side. Holiday's breakout was sharp, and he scored an easy layup after passing Hield. At 35-23, the Pelicans scored 2 points. Tao sent the ball from the bottom line, and then immediately went to the front court to drop low. It is Asik who defends Tao. Tao immediately asked for the ball. Although Tao's strength has an advantage over Asik, Tao does not need to use such a style of play. Grabbing the ball lightly with one hand, Asik pounced. Tao instantly adjusted his footsteps on the right side to hold the ball to complete the breakthrough and take off directly. Davis tried to block, but Tao's bounce was too fast, and he passed Asik and smashed directly towards the basket. Box. Violent clasp of both hands. Asik obviously doesn't have enough brains for Tao. Haha, he was easily deceived by Tao's fake action. Too easy, really too easy. I didn't expect Tao to be an addition to strength. His technique is also very delicate. Charles, how is he compared to your rookie days? Smith asked. Almost. He's also very talented. He's a good rookie. Barkley laughed. Barkley wouldn't tell Smith that he wasn't such a slippery low-post defensive technique as a rookie. Pelicans offense. This time, Tao did not go out to defend Davis, but immediately stood in his center position, directing the guard and the outside Davis. Now Davis's shooting method is not the kind of posture that can shoot against the guard. Generally he can only shoot empty positions on the outside. Holiday broke through Hield's defense again, came in and wanted to make a layup, but was directly interfered with by Zhang Tao's assistant defense. The layup was completely deflected, and the rebound was protected by Zhang Tao. The terrifying ability to assist defense, Zhang Tao standing in the middle reminds me of Duncan. Holiday is far enough away from Zhang Tao's position, but he was still judged by Zhang Tao to attack correctly. Zhang Tao interfered with the last layup of Holiday, which gave this Pelicans guard no time to change his offensive style. Barkley analyzed accurately. Zhang Tao took the rebound and then gave it to Bogdanović and then went to the card himself. This time it was a fight with Davis's inside line in the low right position. Bogdan managed to get the ball in. The European defender played with a lot of brains, and it was clear that Zhang Tao had a huge advantage in this, so he would also attack in the most relaxed way. After receiving the ball, Zhang Tao began to hit Davis on his back. Bang! Davis also gave Zhang Tao the power to confront, and Davis's power was also very strong. But at the moment he was constantly pushed back by Zhang Tao. One step, one more step. Zhang Tao forcibly pushed forward, and Davis had already used the strength to eat, but he still couldn't resist. Davis had never encountered such a strong interior single, and he finally understood why Cousins showed a painful expression in the first quarter. One step forward in the 3-second zone, this position is good enough. Zhang Tao directly turned over and pressed Davis, and pressed the ball into the basket with both hands. Zhang Tao's strength pressed Davis and couldn't jump. He could only watch Zhang Tao complete the partition clasp on himself. Very savage O'Neal way of playing. It is the crushing of power. Beep. At the same time, the referee thought that Davis had made a move to block the downward pressure and blew an extra penalty. 2 points deducted, and added penalties, 37-23. This time the attack showed Zhang Tao's explosive power. Anthony Davis tried to block Zhang Tao's back advance with all his strength, but it had no effect, especially in the last moment. Davis was unable to jump to block, which made Zhang Tao easily complete the two-handed dunk. This ball is similar to the style of play of Peak O'Neal, which is to crush the opponent with unsolvable power. Barkley gave fans an analysis of the key points of Zhang Tao's attack this time. Obviously, looking at the innermost, Davis has a cap opportunity, but he can't jump. This is absolute power suppression. Only those who have played have that feeling. And for defenders, it's a pressure that is not visible visually. On the court, Zhang Tao stood at the free throw line and kept breathing deeply. Zhang Tao's free throws are similar to Nowitzki's, shooting around 8-5. Normal conditions are quite accurate. It's just that the physical confrontation with Davis just now made Zhang Tao's muscles a little tight, and Zhang Tao was not too sure. Box. The basketball smashed on the front frame. Davis looked at the rebounds ready to protect. But this direction is the direction where Zhang Tao is. The moment Davis touches the ball, Zhang Tao again took the ball from Davis. Then it landed in the 3-second zone, again a one-handed snap, 39-25. OMG, this guy is a beast, isn't he? This kind of rebounding smell and bounce is also terrifying. The fans at the scene covered their mouths. For the first time, they felt like Anthony Davis was a weak chicken on the inside. Zhang Tao forcibly completed a 2+2 score of 4. The sweat on Davis's forehead continued to flow down, and the pressure Zhang Tao gave was too great. Episode 23, Pelicans offense. This time Anthony Davis tried again to challenge Zhang Tao inside, although it was not covered, but his awkward layup posture made the Pelicans offense once again fruitless, which is the credit of Zhang Tao's single defense. The rebound was obtained by Bogdan this time, and as soon as Bogdan passed to Hield made a quick layup, 41-25. Davis has a hard time taking advantage of the inside, and he should try to break the defense from mid-range. Seeing Davis's tragic situation, even Barkley couldn't help but come up with ideas for Davis. The home team fans have been constantly trying to interfere with Zhang Tao's defense and attack with boos, but it seems to be useless. Zhang Tao is still the same domineering as in the first quarter. Zhang Tao continued to limit the Pelicans' interior offense at the beginning of the second quarter, allowing the game to gradually tilt in favor of the Kings. The Pelicans are a team that has always relied heavily on the inside, and if they can't play inside, it's only a matter of time before they lose. Gentry hesitated for a moment but still requested a timeout. How? Have you calmed down? Gentry asked Cousins. Asic has almost no role on it. He can't play Zhang Tao on the offensive end, and he can't help Davis on the defensive end. Well, try it on the pinch. Cousins sighed. Zhang Tao's strength was beyond his expectations, and neither he nor Davis could restrain him alone. The only thing to do is try to pinch him on the inside. Gentry expressed helplessness. Watching the inner line that I have always been proud of being so destroyed on the sidelines is really uncomfortable. Gentry understands why when the head coaches of other teams meet him, he always expresses his envy that he has such a strong interior line, and he now envies that Jogel has a Zhang Tao. And it is not good to change who encounters the inside line to be exploded like this. Don't let him go low single. He will pinch as soon as he holds the ball and force him to get out of the ball. As a last resort, Gentry used her last resort to wrap Zhang Tao. After giving Zhang Tao a pinch, Zhang Tao did not have so many opportunities, and Jogel also replaced Zhang Tao and let him rest for a while. But the Kings' momentum has been brought up by Zhang Tao, and healed, and Bogdan hit consecutive three-pointers from the outside, which aborted the Pelicans' point-chasing plan in the second quarter. At halftime, the score was 65-48, and the Kings still led by 17 points on the road. Jean Tao played 16 minutes in the first half, scored 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks, once again becoming the hero of the first-half lead. The Kings' newly signed center forward Jean Tao played very well, and I think after this game, Divac should have turned him right, otherwise this guy will be unhappy. Haha, I think there will probably be 29 teams that expect the King not to correct him and cut him, of course, as long as he is not a fool. The King will immediately coax this potential newcomer, maybe even change his contract. He is worth far more than $700,000. Charles, how much do you think he's worth? With an annual salary of more than $10 million, the King has taken advantage of it. During halftime, Barkley talked to Smith about James' contract. Home team dressing room. The Pelicans' twin towers have never been so quiet, and neither Davis nor Cousins is in the mood for a joke. Gentry also pulled over a tactical board with Jean Tao's jersey number 66 written on it, and Gentry needed to discuss with all the coaching staff how to limit James' problem. The Kings' outside firepower is fierce, and if Jean Tao is wrapped again, then as long as he passes the ball, there will be a bunch of empty slots outside. The Pelicans' defense will be more difficult, and if Jean Tao is not restricted, then he will continue to hammer the Pelicans' inside line. I think it's better to defend him alone, let him play our inside alone, and then try to stop him from connecting with other teammates. He faced Cousins and Davis, and he couldn't attack every time. Keep letting him single, even if he cuts high points, but we will have a chance to reverse, an assistant coach suggested. After pondering for a long time, Gentry decided to take this opinion. Episode 24. The third quarter began quickly. The Pelicans attacked first, Davis and Cousins pulled out, and Jean Tao chose to defend Davis. After Holiday broke the score, he gave the ball to Cousins at the top of the arc, and the Kings' outside defensive rotation had problems. Cousins was in absolute openness, and Cousins tried to shoot a three-pointer from the outside. 65-51. The good feel on the outside gave Cousins some confidence. It's not that Jean Tao is not in place, these two top big men have too many offensive methods. It is impossible to hold them all, it is too unrealistic. The Kings attack. Jean Tao did not indulge in individual singles, but took the initiative to come up to block the small man. In the first half of the game, Jean Tao felt that he had too many singles, so that the team's attack would stagnate, and he needed to bring his teammates to attack together, which was his conclusion from observing the tactics of the two teams. Jean Tao went online to block Fox, and Fox went obliquely to enter. Fox is very fast, and the Pelicans' forward defenders are easily passed by him. But Fox deflected a layup to avoid Davis's block. But the rebound that just slipped out was rushed by Jean Tao, who rushed in after him, and Jean Tao didn't land and held the basketball with both hands and smashed it in the air to complete the buckle. Box. 67-51. After Jean Tao completed the dunk, the entire basket was greatly deformed by his tearing. But fortunately, the NBA's basket is special. They have long prevented these violent elements from doing this, and after the basket is deformed, it quickly recovers, but the sound has been buzzing. From Jean Tao's buckle, the Pelicans' interior defense still failed to limit this big man. Davis and Cousins have very ugly faces, they didn't expect to be a rookie. Barkley told the facts on the field, without mercy. Pelicans attack. The Kings outside made no more mistakes on the outside, and the Pelicans still didn't find a chance until 16 seconds had passed. Finally, Holiday and Davis block. Holiday opted for a mid-range emergency stop on the right side of the free throw line. The interference of Jean Tao's long arm accompanying the defense made Holiday instinctively a little afraid. Box. The basketball smashed on the neck of the basket and bounced high. This time, Jean Tao directly jammed Davis and Cousins, and Colliston on the inside easily protected the rebound. Colliston looked at Jean Tao gratefully, his rebounds were not easy to protect. Facing the Pelicans' twin towers, only Jean Tao is the kind of play that does whatever he wants, and everyone else is inevitably deflated, and Colliston is not easy, which is his second rebound of the game. Jean Tao is not the kind of person who plays for data, he knows the importance of the team to the team. The role of the interior ruler is to be a reliable pillar of the team, just like Duncan, to gain the dependence of his teammates, rather than indulging in personal data. The Kings attack. Fox went online to command the tactics. Fox is 1.93 meters tall and weighs 78 kilograms, and he averaged 11.5 points and 4.4 assists in 27 minutes per game this season. Fox's point guard passing awareness isn't great, but basic blocking offense will do. This round, after he blocked Jean Tao, he did not choose to break through, but hit the ground and rebounded the ball to Jean Tao. Jean Tao catches the ball and holds the ball directly to the against Cousins in the air. Jean Tao finally used a basket position to put the ball into the basket. 69-51. This is the first time that Jean Tao has not ended with a dunk near the basket in this game. The Kings' first two attacks confirmed Jean Tao's own changes in the way he attacked. In the first half, Jean Tao had many personal low-post singles, but in the third quarter, Jean Tao consciously cooperated with the guards, and the attack was mostly a pie-eating score. Often consecutive blocks and dismantling are smooth, or after blocking and dismantling attract defenses and then split the ball, and occasionally shoot one from the outside, so the team's play makes the Pelicans' tactical arrangement completely ineffective. In the third quarter, The Kings used the strength of the team to stop the Pelicans from fighting back again and again. The Pelicans' inner line still failed to stop Jean Tao's bombing. And of course, Jean Tao's defense did not always suppress the Twin Towers perfectly. Cousins and Davis are also constantly on the score. At the end of the quarter, the score was 90-70. The Pelicans still trailed by 20 points into the fourth quarter. After 4 minutes in the final quarter, the game went into garbage time. Then after Jean Tao completed the aerial relay dunk with Bogdan, Director Jean couldn't help but stand up and cheer. Episode 25. This is Jean Tao's 43rd point in this game. In addition, he also grabbed 22 rebounds. Unbelievably brilliant performance. This is the first time an inside player has accomplished a 40 plus 20 feet in front of the Pelicans' Twin Towers. And it is also the first time in NBA history that a player has played a 40 plus 20 double-double in his rookie season. Jean Tao is off the court. The game is not in suspense. His statistics are also fixed at 43 points, 22 rebounds, 6 blocks, 2 assists and 3 turnovers. Jean Tao's playing time today is very long. It is already obvious that he is also gasping. And it is not so easy to fight against the Pelicans' Twin Towers. Director Zhang also trembled a little at the end. Zhang Tao seems to be a perfect continuation of Dayo's path as a center forward. This is only Zhang Tao's second game, but he has played phenomenal super huge statistics. Such data may not be much in NBA history, but it has been magical data for the last 20 years. Not to mention that this was cut by a rookie. When Zhang Tao stepped off the court, he was greeted with huge cheers from the New Orleans arena fans. There are many fans who have been conquered by Zhang Tao's football skills. If you don't look at the jerseys worn by these fans, many people will think that they are Zhang Tao's fans. In the final game, the score was fixed at 125-104, and the Kings won a big win over the Pelicans on the road, and they won 2 straight games. We don't know how to stop him. At the press conference after the game, Gentry helplessly told reporters, "He is really good. He has excellent explosiveness, and the ability to bounce twice is incredible. A lot of times, we need a foul to stop him from dunking. This is his first year, and as he gains more experience in the game, he will become more and more terrifying in the future. Our Twin Towers are still not well connected, of course, there are still a lot of problems in the squad, and we will make changes." Gentry added, although the season has started for a while, the Pelicans' run-in is not satisfactory, which makes Gentry also worried. "It's a little embarrassing, but he did blow us up tonight. Man, I don't dare to look at my hit rate, probably less than 40%. Davis, who shot only 5 of 15 in this game and scored only 18 points and 8 rebounds, smiled wryly at reporters, "But we will adjust back quickly, and the next game will not let him play so easily." Davis suffered a complete lack of understanding of Zhang Tao, which led to such passivity. Otherwise the data gap between the two would not be so large. Cousins also told reporters wearing a baseball cap, "His strength, bounce, athleticism and technique are the top among the big men, and it is difficult for me and AD to deal with him, and I have suffered a big loss, and I will adjust accordingly next time I fight him." Cousins rarely said such rational words, and it is estimated that he also spent a long time off the field to figure it out, and he couldn't go head-to-head with Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao's performance did not surprise us. We all knew that he had such ability, and he easily gained the trust of the whole team. Another King coach interviewed by King head coach Jogel said with a smile, "He is the main result of our 2 consecutive wins. We played these 2 games very well." Jorge was indeed excited, and the successive victories gave him a glimpse of change for the Kings, and these 2 victories also improved the Kings' record to 9-17, and they moved up 1 place in the Western Conference rankings to 12th place. His out-of-class crisis was temporarily lifted. Rookie point guard Fox also told reporters, "Zhang is the most powerful center. I have never seen a big man play like him. He can take care of all positions in defense, and he can attack almost anything, which is amazing. He should be what a top center should be." Fox scored 14 points and 10 assists today, the first double-double of his career, and a lot of his pie was fed directly to Zhang Tao, which also led him to become Zhang Tao's little fan. Zhang Tao was the last to attend the press conference. Click click. Countless cameras were pointed at the big man who shocked everyone in the first 2 NBA games. Zhang Tao wore a hat and accepted the interview with a relaxed face. "Zhang, you cut off a 40 plus 20 large double. What mood are you in now?" "Well, I'm not in the mood, just like that." "Aren't you excited?" "You're excited to eat a big meal, because you're always hungry, and I won't. After all, I've eaten quite a few meals. Ha ha ha." Zhang Tao's humor made the people around him laugh. It's really appropriate to compare crazy data to a big meal. It's strange that you are rare, but Zhang Tao himself knows himself. Episode 26. This alliance has rarely seen such a humorous and awesome big man. "Zhang, congratulations on your victory. You cut 2 doubles in 2 consecutive games. There are many people who think that you can rename this interior lineman. The fans' expectations of you are getting higher and higher. What kind of data do you think you should play in the next game to meet the fans' expectations?" Zhang Tao thought for a while and said, "I'm playing as hard as I can. If you ask me what statistics I want to play in the next game to meet their expectations, then you answer first, buddy. I want to know if everyone who watches me know that I'm only 19 years old. If you know, watch every game of mine." After speaking, Zhang Tao smiled. The journalists laughed. Indeed, Zhang Tao is only 19 years old, and his current performance itself surpasses that of his 19-year-old peers, which is not amazing. Crazy enough. As in the previous game, Zhang Tao's interview was sometimes humorous, sometimes pretentious, and sometimes overbearing. Zhang Tao's emotional intelligence is vividly reflected here. Almost all the journalists involved in the interview liked Zhang Tao, a big man, and his words were often used as headlines. Post-match reports also came out quickly. 2 doubles in a row. This rookie is dominating the inside. Berserk Pelican Twin Towers. Crazy cut down 44 plus 22. Zhang Tao. The baby is still a 19-year-old child, but he is used to eating such a big meal. Zhang Tao 40 plus 20 helps the Kings conquer the Pelicans away from home. The big man who changed the era of small balls. With Zhang Tao's highlight performance in 2 consecutive games, domestic fans have more and more expectations and attention to him. Now Zhang Tao is taking over the influence of Dayo and the UAE, and gradually carrying the hopes of the Chinese people for basketball on his shoulders. In this battle, Zhang Tao also broke many records. The youngest Mr. 40 plus 20 in NBA history, NBA non-draft player, scoring rebounding record in the first 2 games, NBA international players 40 plus fastest to reach records. This is also a record for domestic players in the NBA. Zhang Tao's individual scoring record in a single game surpasses that of Dayo and the Arab League. Dayo cut 41 points that year. Such a high score is already difficult for the inside, but today Zhang Tao broke him. In addition to scoring, Dayo's record of 22 rebounds was also tied by Zhang Tao, and it was only a matter of time before it broke. Zhang Tao is showing a brand new God of War level interior line. After 2 matches, Zhang Tao successfully set off a wave of discussion among fans in China and the United States. If the first game was just a surprise, the second game completely shocked a lot of people. Many people did not watch the first game, but many people watched the live broadcast of Zhang Tao's game in the second game. He abused the Pelican Twin Towers like a child. It's so easy to watch him play. Zhang Tao's physical talent is too obvious, whether it is Cousins or Davis, he is like a child. It's not about physical talent, it's about strength. And of course his technique and athleticism, which is unbelievable. This guy is likely to be an O'Neal-level interior lineman in the new era, and he has extremely strong offensive and defensive dominance. I watched the live broadcast. Zhang Tao hit Davis and Cousins is really too simple, and these 2 are the top 5 inside linemen in the league. 6 caps, 3 for Cousins, 2 for Davis, and then there's that death button. This guy is horrible. Zhang Tao's change to the king is too obvious, whether it is a defender or an insider. As long as he is present, almost instinctively revolves around him, and he has gained the trust of the whole team. Yes, Bogdan and Fox haven't made some stupid passes in these 2 games, and the Kings are getting better. The Kings have a chance to make the playoffs. On the sports forums or post bars of the 2 countries, the discussion about Zhang Tao gradually exploded. The name Zhang Tao also began to spread in the mouths of ordinary fans, and some fans who had not watched Zhang Tao's games also began to go to Zhang Tao's first 2 games to watch. Meanwhile, Kings general manager's office, Mr. Divac is negotiating a contract with a group of executives. There is not much controversy over converting a non-guaranteed contract to a guaranteed contract. The dispute was over whether Mr. Zhang should be given a pay raise on his contract. One deputy general manager disagreed. If every contract player suddenly plays a few games as well as he does, is it necessary to give them a raise? In this way, the rules will be disrupted. Episode 27. Another executive who supported Zhang's salary increase said, Zhang's salary is only 700,000 yuan, which is almost the lowest in the team. There will be comparisons between young people, which will make him feel uncomfortable, and if we want to keep him next summer, then we can't let him spend this season like this. Isn't Stephen Curry only 44 million in 4 years? Doesn't it have to be done honestly? How big a contract do you want to give Zhang? Can 700,000 be the same as 11 million? Besides, we also have a lot of salary space. Anyway, I think his contract needs to be re-evaluated. In short, he must not feel that the management is inactive. Several executives argued endlessly, and finally Divac came out to clap, set an annual salary of $5 million. This is the greatest sincerity that our salary space gives him. I will apply for this salary increase with my boss. Divac did not get entangled and decisively gave Zhang Tao corresponding incentives. Salary increases by NBA contract players are rare. Divac feels that for the stability of the Kings dressing room, Zhang Tao, who is now playing the core position, should not be allowed to only take the Kings' minimum salary. If others want a raise, then it's okay to play the same performance as Zhang Tao. Since you can't hit it, then honestly fulfill the contract. The Kings management changed the salary amount of the one-year contract for Zhang Tao and quickly spread through the Twitter of media reporters. Fans, who have always been critical of the Kings management, rarely praised the Kings management. The management is very sincere in order to retain Zhang Tao next year. It's not too late to make amends. Zhang Tao deserves a raise, although the increase is not large, but take your time. $5 million is enough. 2 games are about the same. If this performance continues, I believe the management will pay Zhang Tao next summer. Zhang Tao, who flew back to Sacramento with the team on the plane, was also very happy when he learned the news of his salary increase. He does need more material incentives than external praise. After Zhang Tao went to the United States, he has been living in a hotel, and he does not even have a house for himself. After the salary increase, at least many problems in life can be improved. December 9th, Zhang Tao went to Diebach's office and signed a new contract. The contract is still a one-year system, but the amount is much higher than 700,000, and this is the first time Zhang Tao has seen the value of his play. Zhang, congratulations, you played a very perfect game. I hope you will give priority to renewing your contract with the team next summer. Diebach said with a smile. That's natural, it's a pleasure to work with. By the way, can I apply for a 50% salary advance? I need to buy a house here. Zhang Tao said with a smile. Players can apply for salary advances from the team, as long as the team agrees, and Kobe and Anthony have made a lot of advances with the team. Of course you can. When Diebach heard that Zhang Tao was buying a house here, he directly agreed. It seems that Zhang Tao is a nostalgic person. As long as the team does not upset him, he will have a great chance of staying and fighting with the team. It has to be said that after 2 games, the status of both sides and the initiative to renew the contract have changed. Now Zhang Tao is no longer the non-guaranteed contract player who was cut at any time. He is gradually becoming the core player of the Kings. Or after these 2 games, many players have taken Zhang Tao as the core and automatically played around him. This forced management to consider the negative impact of Zhang Tao's low salary. After receiving about $1.3 million after taxes, Zhang Tao began to find an agent to help look at the house, and then also took the driver's license test by the way. In his previous life, Zhang Tao would have been able to drive, and the driver's license test was just a process for him to start. Just give him a little time to familiarize himself with the traffic laws here. December 10th. When Zhang Tao was constantly busy with his own life, the King welcomed the challenge of the Toronto Raptors at home. In Zhang Tao's memory, from the beginning of the 2013-14 season to the 2018-19 season, the Raptors entered the playoffs for 5 consecutive years, including the Eastern Conference Finals in 2015-16, and in the previous life, this season achieved a 57-23 record, creating a regular season record in team history, and Coach Casey was elected the best coach in the league. In these 5 years, the Raptors have improved every year, from an ordinary strong team with weak offense and defense at the beginning, to one of the most balanced offensive and defensive teams in the league. They started the 2015-16 season with 50-plus regular season wins for 3 consecutive years. But in general, Zhang Tao's impression of the Raptors during the DeRozan period is, the regular season is the Raptors, and the playoffs are the Meng Long. The Garbage brothers met James and instigated. This also led to the Raptors core being sent away after this year and the best coach being fired. It wasn't until Leonard went to the Raptors that he used his previous foundation to take advantage of the Warriors' uneven personnel to successfully win the first championship in team history. Episode 28. This year's NBA Rookie of the Year is very competitive, and the 76ers had a triple-double of 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists in the last game after a full year off, and he is the number 1 player on the Rookie of the Season list. The commentators of TNT-TV pulled up the best rookie thing before this game began. Apart from Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell has not been in much form lately, and he has averaged 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in his last 5 games, which is a phenomenal performance for a rookie. And it's hard to imagine that after the season is January 3rd, he has become the star of the Jazz. Jason Tatum's performance with the Celtics is also worth looking forward to, and the 15+5+5 per game this season has made Lakers fans regret. Of course, the above best rookie rankings have been maintained for a long time. I think after Zhang Tao plays his 3rd game, the league will give him the qualification, then it depends on what position he will be given. And Zhang Tao's performance tonight is also worthy of the continued attention of those experts. If Zhang Tao continues to play like this, he will pose a substantial threat to Ben Simmons. In the previous 2 games, Zhang Tao played 30+ and 40+, which is enough to attract the attention of the Kings' opponent to this big man, and Zhang Tao will probably face more pressure than the previous 2 games. Rookies are often great because the league doesn't know about them, and some rookies start out hot, but after being thoroughly studied by their opponents, they disappear. Today, the Raptors are a strong team in the regular season, and their comprehensive strength is higher than that of the Pelicans, and the Raptors' interior is 2 long men. Valanciunas is 2.13 tall and weighs 120 kilograms and averages 12.7 points and 8.6 rebounds this season, and Ibaka, who is 2.08 and weighs 111 kilograms, averages 12.6 points and 7.1 rebounds this season. Although these 2 do not have as good personal data as the Pelicans' interior twin towers, they cooperate tacitly and are above the average of their respective positions at both ends of the offensive and defensive ends, which is also a test for the Kings' interior line. Over time, the fans of Arco Arena gradually filled their seats. Today is not the focus of the battle, but the Kings' attendance is a rare 98%. Seeing that the vast majority of their fans are wearing Zhang Tao's jerseys, it can be seen that this is the influence brought by Zhang Tao, who directly drives the Kings' attendance. During the warm-up, many children were shouting Zhang Tao's name, and occasionally Zhang Tao would meet the cheers of some fans and go over to sign their names. Watching this scene, Valanciunas and Ibaka whispered, and the task of the 2 of them today was to restrain Zhang Tao, who had been extremely hot recently. Valanciunas also told reporters before the game, "Zhang is a very good rookie. I will have some pressure with Sergi, but I think we should be able to teach him some lessons. You can hardly believe it. I watched him with Sergi no less than 5 times. We have a lot of ways to deal with him. Ibaka also said, well, I think we should study him thoroughly and let him appreciate the cruelty of the NBA. The two insiders usually do not receive much media attention, and today it is rare to be surrounded by many reporters to ask how they feel about being in place with Zhang Tao, and the two naturally want to express it well. After the entry ceremony of the game, Lowry came to Ibaka and instructed, Zhang's strength is very strong. It is best not to go head-to-head with him. Ibaka nodded, I know, don't worry, this kid will leave it to me. Ibaka didn't really care about Lowry's words, the duel between the big men, the little guys didn't have any say. Seeing that Ibaka was so confident, Lowry stopped saying anything. Soon, the game will also begin. Raptors starters, Lowry, DeRozan, Anunoby, Ibaka, Valanciunas. Zhang Tao can be regarded as seeing why the Raptors have such a good regular season record. Just look at their people. The strength of the Raptors lies in the depth of their rotation. Just look at the guys sitting on their bench. VanVleet, Bolt, Siakam, Powell. These are bench bandits who average more than 10 points per game, and Siakam is the future team boss of the Raptors. Their starters and substitutes can consistently provide attacking power, and in the regular season, this lineup can be a little scary to go crazy. Kingside, Fox, Bogdan, Temple, Zhang Tao, Randolph. Jorge also made corresponding adjustments to the starting lineup, and Bogdan's appearance can better deliver shells to Zhang Tao. Randolph can make up for Zhang Tao's lack of experience in the game, to some extent. After 2 games, Zhang Tao has asked Jorge to take the initiative to match the lineup for him. Soon, the referee held the ball and walked to the center circle. Throw out the basketball. Jumping up, Zhang Tao's outstretched palm was a little higher than Valanciunas, and he dialed the ball to Fox. Hey, Zhang Tao doesn't seem to have lost the jumping ball, and every time he easily jumped to win the opponent. His reach, his bounce speed, his reaction speed clearly have an advantage. Episode 29. When Barkley and Smith had just finished talking, the Kings on the court pushed the first wave of the offensive. Fox gave the ball to Bogdan as soon as halftime. Zhang Tao rushed straight in the middle, and Bogdan unexpectedly chose a straight ball that spanned the two and passed it to Zhang Tao at high speed. Although Ibaka and Valanciunas were guarding against Zhang Tao's attack, they were still broken through by Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao further got the pass at the free throw line, and he was about to fly when he received the ball and kicked the ground. Ibaka and Valanciunas' backward jump slowed down, and Zhang Tao grabbed the ball with one hand and swung it directly between the two. Box, tomahawk chop, 0-2. Although it is not a dunk every 2 people, the visual effect of this ball is full score. Zhang Tao, Zhang Tao, Zhang Tao. The fans at the scene kept cheering Zhang Tao's name. This is the common attack method used by the king after having Zhang Tao, and it is very domineering. Guard against him, don't let him accelerate. Head coach Casey was constantly yelling at 2 inside linemen on the sidelines. Ibaka and Valanciunas both looked at each other. The real Zhang Tao is far more terrifying than the Zhang Tao seen on the video. This bounce speed is unexpected. No wonder it can make AD and Cousins deflated. The offensive of the Raptors. Lowry took the ball and advanced it to DeRozan on the right. Against Bogdan's defense, DeRozan dribbled a step into the mid-range. When the mid-pitched beautiful boy didn't meet James, the mid-pitch was very stable. 2-2. Bogdan was a bit frustrated and the ball was his defensive problem. Don't worry, he burst in and I will deal with it. Zhang Tao patted the back of Bogdan's head. Bogdan nodded. Zhang Tao is a trustworthy big man, and Bogdan has confidence. The king attacks. Fox dribbled through the half. This time Zhang Tao fell low in the past. Today Zhang Tao played power forward. His direct opponent is Ibaka. Zhang Tao jammed Ibaka with his left hand and asked Fox for the ball with his right hand. Ibaka pushed Zhang Tao hard, trying to stop him from receiving the ball, but unsuccessful. He used the strength of his whole body, but the power point was firmly controlled by Zhang Tao, and the position was directly asked by him. Fox gave the ball over. Zhang Tao immediately received the ball and pushed it step by step, and forcefully turned to the 3-second zone. Ignoring Valanciunas' defense, he kicked on the spot. Snap. Ibaka and Valanciunas' palm struck Zhang Tao's arm at the same time. Beep. But this still did not stop Zhang Tao from wreaking havoc on the basket with both hands. Box. 2-4. 2+1 score and extra penalty. Zhang Tao's hands hung on the basket, making the entire basket crooked. As soon as he came, the basket quickly rebounded and reset, and the rebound buzzed. Ibaka, who was also an insider, really felt Zhang Tao's horror at this moment. The fans of Arco Arena cheered again. Zhang Tao's internal attack is so simple and rude, he doesn't need to use too many skills, just push raw. With the movement of turning, it can be seen that Zhang Tao has a very smooth offensive footsteps. Ibaka can only be ruthlessly crushed by such Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao stood up to the free throw line with a relaxed face. Hold the racket 5 times, then take a deep breath and shoot in the standard free throw position. 2-5. Ibaka's idea of hoping that Zhang Tao, a big man, would not make a free throw to protect his rebounds failed. Ibaka and Valanciunas originally thought about cutting Jean Tao and putting him on the free throw line. Powerful big men generally have the problem of bad free throws, and he is a rookie. The psychological pressure must be great. Maybe the free throw is worse, but looking at Jean Tao's posture, they gave up this idea. It's kind of scary. The Raptors continue to attack. This time it was Lowry who called on Ibaka's block and then distributed the ball to DeRozan on the right. DeRozan shook a shot, lit the Bogdan, who was very frontal, and instantly completed the breakthrough. It's not that Bogdan doesn't defend well, but DeRozan's offensive ability is very strong. DeRozan has averaged 23 points per game this season. You must know that this guy basically does not shoot three-pointers, which means that he has almost countless offensive tools within the three-point line. Bogdan also trusts Jean Tao's defense. Jean Tao assists in defense. DeRozan rushed up, he held the ball and pulled it straight up, and then tried to stagger Jean Tao's rhythm with European steps. But he didn't succeed. Jean Tao judged his rhythm correctly, and the two jumped almost at the same time. There is no chance to hit DeRozan like this. When DeRozan made a layup, Jean Tao slapped the ball on the rebound. Snap. Nailing board, big hat. Small people who are not familiar with Jean Tao's defensive ability will always send some hot pot raw materials to help Jean Tao complete the hot pot feast. Jean Tao grabbed the rebound. DeRozan reacted quickly and wanted to save Jean Tao immediately, but it didn't work. Episode 30. Lowry quickly stared at Fox on the left, and Fox's speed was what Raptors coaches were all targeting. Others also looked for their own defenders, but Ibaka did not go to Jean Tao, leaving Jean Tao with a gap in the middle. In normal thinking, Jean Tao needed to give the ball to the defender, but Jean Tao did not. Jean Tao dribbled directly into the meteor and rushed past Ibaka almost instantly. Swoosh. Valanciunas was also thrown away by Jean Tao. 3 strides through the half, 2 steps to the opposite three-point line. The small man of the Raptor was still staring at the Kings' left and right guards, and no one expected Jean Tao to kill himself. Seeing that no one defended himself, Jean Tao also unceremoniously stepped forward to collect the ball in 3 steps. Glide snap, box, 2-7, easy dunk. Seeing such a scene, Coach Casey jumped like a thunder off the field. Fac, defend, he will make a quick attack by himself. Coach Casey also knows that he can't just blame Ibaka and Valanciunas. Jean Tao is too perverted, and he can actually dribble his own one-stop finish. After the goal, Jean Tao was also very friendly to receive the scored ball and pass it to the referee. The referee warned Jean Tao not to touch the ball, and Jean Tao shrugged his shoulders. Then turn around and open your arms to the cheers of the scene. At this moment, the momentum of the Arco Arena has reached its highest level since the opening. Oh, the Raptors were careless. They didn't expect that this big man could actually dribble from the backcourt to dunk. Haha. Barkley said. Obviously, they didn't study Jean Tao's technical play. Jean Tao used this attack twice in the first 2 games, and the opponent also didn't do anything to defend him. Jean Tao's appearance is too confusing. If you think he can't dribble and shoot, it's bad luck. Barkley said. On the court, the Raptors did not call a timeout, but let the players on the court adjust themselves. He was too fierce, try to knock him down. Ibaka took the initiative to Valanciunas said. This was a tactic that the two of them had discussed together. Okay. Barron nodded. The offensive of the Raptors. Valanciunas took the initiative to ask Lowry for the ball low on the left side. Lowry also wanted to see if Barron could eat Jean Tao in dislocation. Bang, bang. Barron did not push Jean Tao with continuous back beatings, and Jean Tao was like a mountain, almost did not retreat. In a hurry, Barron can only turn over the hook. Without any accidents, Jean Tao's long arm interferes. Although there was no block, Barron's shot was completely out of rhythm, and the basketball also smashed on the basket and bounced to the right. Ibaka on the right crushed veteran Randolph, trying to grab an offensive rebound, but at the moment when his hands were about to catch the ball, a pair of big palms firmly controlled the ball, and at the same time pushed Ibaka in the air. Jean Tao took the defensive rebound. Randolph, a veteran who witnessed all this, wiped the sweat from his forehead. Xi and Yan's partner with him today is Jean Tao. Otherwise this rebound is estimated to be robbed. Valanciunas and Ibaka have the ability to average 4 offensive rebounds per game. Oh, Jean Tao's defense and rebounding protection are airtight. The Raptors didn't find a chance. I think they should try more outside offense. Smith made a suggestion. Hey, why does every team like to go to Jean Tao to trouble at the beginning? I guess this wouldn't be a good option. Barkley also laughed. The yellow race has always been considered to be physically talented, and even the black little man is full of self-confidence when he encounters the inner line guarded by the yellow race. But this time they met Jean Tao and were deflated. The king attacks. This attack is a mid-range shot after Bogdan dribbles with the help of Jean Tao's cover. 2-9. Raptors attack. Lowry did not go inside to try to challenge Jean Tao, but the outside around the cover of Ibaka suddenly pulled up 3 points. Box. Apparently the rhythm of the Raptors after the opening game has been disrupted, and Lowry's shot is seriously deflected. Fox got the long rebound and immediately launched a fast attack. Jean Tao also ran towards the front court with all his strength. After halftime in the march, Jean Tao received a ball from Fox. Jean Tao is speeding. Fox's score. Jean Tao has no defender in front. As soon as the front court was 0, Zhang Tao took the ball and strode forward to continue to buckle. Box, 2-11. I think Zhang Tao's athleticism is also one of the top among the big men, and few big men can run like him. Pause. Coach Casey finally couldn't resist calling a halt to the game. Zhang Tao's offense was unstoppable, forcing the Raptors to take the lead and shouting the first time out of the game.